Well, hey there, everybody. Hi, it's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm about to hobble over to the couch so that we can enjoy today's HIIT workout, a seated HIIT workout, but we're going to get as much upper body challenge as we possibly can. Okay, but my foot still is a little messed up. So we're just going to do it from a seated position, and I don't have any like actual chairs anymore, so here we are. So go ahead, find a place where you can sit down or stand up. You're welcome to do this workout standing. And let's get started giving ourselves some nice generous rolls of the shoulders, whether it's both shoulders are at the same time or one shoulder at a time for some shoulder rolls. You're sitting at the edge of your seat. If you did decide to sit down, your feet are gently but firmly planted on the floor. Gentle firmness, you know. And if you didn't catch it, we're changing direction of those shoulder rolls. Just a couple more times, starting to warm up the back, thinking about creating some length through the crown of your head, really relaxing shoulders away from ears, and a big proud lift of your chest. Take a moment, let your fingers stretch down towards the floor. Some decompression of your shoulders. Low belly still pulled in, so try not to be hinging too much forward or back from right here, stacking your head over your heart, over your hips, even if you're seated. On your next inhale, draw your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. And on your exhale, open mouth, let it go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, draw them up. Drawing your lower belly in, higher, higher, tighter, tighter. Exhale. Well, one more time. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Let's keep our shoulders down and inhale, arms up. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, find a cactus of your arms, a little upper body back bend. So chest comes forward, sternum lifts up, shoulder blades squeeze together, and then tuck your chin towards your chest, stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring your arms down by your side. Let's get that one more time. Turn your thumbs out, palms forward, inhale, arms up. Palms facing forward. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades, elbows towards each other. Inhale, chin neutral towards your chest. And this time, exhale, rain your fingers down in front of you onto your knees. From here, take a tucking of your chin. Find a little bit of a rounding of your back. And then pull yourself forward and through. So we're taking a little seated cat-cow, getting some manipulation on the spine, a big stretch into your throat. Awesome. And let's get right into our work from here because we don't have much time today, now do we? Using weights, if you're going to use weights, we're going to get some cross body punches right here. So while you're twisting and rotating your body, think about keeping your low belly pulled in so that your rotation is coming from the core twisting side to side and not just shoulders rotating side to side. We can get a lot more work for that midsection. I have 2 different weights here. I'm going to start with my heavier weights, but options either put them down or switch to something lighter if you want or need. Are you ready, Fred? I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Oh no, I think I have it on the vibrate option. Here we go. So we're just crossbody, finding a quick punch out and then bringing that hand right back in. You're punching with your knuckle and your low belly is drawn in, shoulders are relaxed away from your ears and your head can turn. Keep that. Oop, take that break. Keep that engagement of your core though. So make sure that you're not starting to sink into your movements. Chest lifted, belly in, hands back up by your face. Alternate that punch side to side. And maybe you're punching a little bit slower, meaning maybe your rotation is a little bit slower, but we're not leaving our hands out in front of us. It is a quick jab out, and maybe that means that your weights need to be a little bit lighter also. Shoulders are staying away from the ears. Take a break, 10 seconds of rest. Once again, re-engaging through the core. So it's almost even a little tuck of your pelvis towards your nose. Are you ready? Begin again. Use your breath. So each time I'm finding that big punch, I'm also creating an exhale. That way I'm still using the core. And I just realized that my pants sort of match the couch. Take a break. Oh, starting to feel that. Where are you feeling it? For me, I'm tired. I'm feeling it, honestly, a lot in the triceps, which is a little surprising. But here we go. I also feel so much engagement though through the low belly, protecting my back. Remember, it's that quick punch out and then bringing your hand right back to the chest or your face. Awesome. Take your break. I do believe we're more than halfway through. Proud lift of your chest, belly in, hands back up. Let's start again. We're going to keep up with these punches for our next move also. We're going to switch into uppercuts after this. Take a break. Last few rounds of these rotating punches. Shoulders down and back, belly in. Lift your sternum and hands and begin. Almost there. Keep that spirit up. Just keep moving, even if you slow down. Take a break. We got our last 2 rounds coming your way. Less than a minute of work to go. Lift your hands, belly in, feet planted. Begin. So by sitting down here, or maybe by doing these moves, kneeling on the floor instead of standing, you're lowering your center of gravity, and that can actually make this a little bit easier. I know you can still be really challenged here, depending on how fast you're moving. Ooh, take a break, depending on how heavy your weights are. My shoulders are starting to get tired. Down to our last round, hands up. Here we go. Begin. Just crossing that body, finding that punch with your knuckle, making some imaginary contact against all of the things you don't need in your life, all the negative thoughts, ideas, feelings, the haters. We did it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to switch to a lighter weight for this next move. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and interlace your hands. Push your knuckles forward. Find a big stretch through your back. Shoulder blades separate. And then inhale your arms up overhead. Still fingers interlaced. And then exhale, find a big stretch down to the side. Fingers stretching down towards the floor. Once again, shoulders rolled down and back, chest lifted. We're decompressing our shoulders right here. One more big inhale. And exhale, shake it out. Maybe give yourself some of those cat cows again right here from the floor. All right, next up, we've got some uppercuts. So I'm switching to a slightly lighter weight. We're going to punch up towards the ceiling, still finding some rotation. So we're getting a lot of core work in today's workout. But you have to remember to really suck in from your center line. Pardon my hiccups. So we're going to make sure that we're not just letting everything all hang out here, like scrunching down. You're still finding your lift. You're grounding through your sit bones. Your low belly is drawn back. Are you ready? Let's find those twisting uppercuts side to side. So we're just punching up towards the ceiling a little. 3, 2, 1. So this time palms facing in towards you. Still using your exhale. And still so much rotation through the core. So I'm using my whole core to rotate my shoulders, not just twisting my shoulders side to side to find that punch. Take a break. How you doing at home? I hope you're doing great. Let's try that again. Shoulders down and back, chest in, belly in, hands up. Here we go. And I'm just bringing my hand right back towards my chest. So I'm going to bring my hand a little bit lower. I'm going to start my uppercut so I can really bop someone in their imaginary chin. Here we are. I think we're in round 2 right now. 2 rounds done. Only 6 rounds to go. Yay! Just kidding. We honestly are so lucky that we have the opportunity to create some movement in our day. Begin again. What a joy. You can think of it in two different ways, like, ugh, I have to work out, or I get to work out. What a joy to be able to push away from your desk or from your responsibilities, take a break, and take some you time. You're literally taking a break for yourself and your physical and mental health. Shoulders down and back, belly in. Here we go, back to those uppercuts. You know, every day is like, what can you do today? And it doesn't need to look like the day before. You just got to do your best. And can you do something? Your best is always enough. Take a break. And something is literally better than nothing, right? I know. All right. I think we're halfway through. Shoulders down and back, belly in. Let's begin again. So belly is nice and tight, finding that rotation from your core, some big uppercuts while seated. You remember you can be standing. You trying to rub it in that you can be standing? Just kidding. I'm very proud of you if you are able to stand up and move today. Take a break. We're just doing what we can with the bodies that we have. Shoulders down and back, head is lifted. Keep breathing. Oh, I feel that upper back getting so nice and strong right now. This is the kind of upper back that could shovel some snow this season. But I rest, so I don't have to do that. Take a break. Almost there. I think we got an ab move after this. Oh, there it is. I wisely seem to have left the workout written at my desk. Thankfully, just one little hubble away. So still using those knuckles to punch something above you. We're almost there. Then we're going to work our abs. Just getting those abs. We'll let our shoulders rest a little. 3, 2, 1. I think we're in our last round right now. But if you've worked out with me before, you know I cannot read this timer very well. It's amazing. I just felt my first drop of sweat come on down my back. How about you? Woo! Ooh, we did it, y'all. All right. Let me double check what our next move is. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're back. Yay! I thought so. We're going to go for some seated elbows to knees. You can continue to hold a weight if you want. Maybe you just find that extra challenge with your arms lifted. I'm not going to hold a weight. I'm going to be nice to my back today. Also because this seat is a little bit lower than ideally I would prefer to be working out from. And I'm still just going to find a little alternating elbow to knee crunch. That is our move. So right from the edge of your seat, so that your sit bones can stay grounded. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. So we're decreasing the space between your lower ribs and your hips. And if alternating that elbow to knee tap does not work for you, you can also get this same side elbow to knee tap. I think because of the way my seat's kind of low, I'm going to stick with just this alternating single knee drive up towards the elbows. Take a rest. You can also really emphasize the crunch here. Intentionally using your breath as you decrease the space between your lower ribs and hips. So driving your knee up, we started, if you didn't guess, is working the low abs, getting a little bit of that hip flexor working. So good for helping you to climb stairs to get that big lift of your leg. Kicking the sheets off when it gets too hot. Take a break. If you want, maybe you just go for a twist this whole next round. Little elbow and knee crunch just to one side for the full 20 seconds. So we can get the other side on the next 20 seconds. Because why not mix it up? With challenge comes change. If you do the same thing every single day, that's fantastic. You're doing something break. But if you want to really see a difference, you need to make it a little bit harder, mix things up a little bit. So just giving you that option to mix things up right here. Bringing the opposite elbow to the knee, finding that crunch. Maybe even hold your elbow and knee together for a little bit longer in your exhale. It can be a little bit more challenging, a little bit more engaging to take that extra time with that lift, with that crunch. I'm going to go back to my single alternating knees, but I'm going to add that longer breath in here. So hands in front of me, let's begin. Really feeling that core contract, feeling abs pull in just a little bit tighter. Feeling the belly pull in on that whole exhale. Take a break. Why? You could even try lifting both legs at once. I'm not going to do that. You could try though. All right, let's begin again. We're down to our last 2 rounds after this. Almost there. Halfway through our whole workout today. I started to speed things up a little there. Did you? Take a break. Less than a minute of these crunches to go, and then we're going to get back to some chest and shoulders. Begin. Emphasizing my exhale and that elongated hold. Really working to just make less space here. Lower rib and hips coming towards each other. Trying to drive that knee up towards your elbow just adds a little extra of a challenge. And I like to draw it up as opposed to rounding down because I feel like rounding down makes my back tired. So I'd rather use those low abs and my hip flexor last time. Something to think about. Fred, are you also doing some crunches over there? Fred's like, what are you talking about, lady? I am scratching my back. Yay! That was the last one. Ooh, ooh. All right, our next move, we're going to go for a little press and twist. Let's take 2 rounds of just finding our press and twist. So you're going to extend out at about chest height and then rotate your hands like you're driving a car, and then elbows come back to your side, shoulders relax away from your ears. You can even think about elbows not just coming to your side, but stretching down so that, you know, your shoulders aren't lifted. Your chest is nice and lifted. All right, 2 times through of this press and twist in 3, 2, 1. Begin, shoulders down, belly in, press, and then just notice which hand is taking that rotation first. Ideally, next time through, we're going to alternate which hand goes to the top first. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like I probably could have used a slightly heavier weight for this exercise. Take a break. I'm just going to keep going though for today. But if you can easily get up and get a heavier weight because you know you could challenge yourself more, then do it and begin round 2. Opposite hand, finding that rotation first. So just going for that less dominant movement. Awesome. Just a little press, press, and twist. This is like doing a push-up. Take a break without having to really do our body weight. All right, next up, we're just going to go for an overhead press. So starting from right here, pushing up overhead and then bringing it right back down to your chest. Let's begin. So I'm trying to keep my elbows in pretty narrow so that when my arms come down, I don't want my elbows to go really out wide. That way, because I don't feel that much shoulder really working. But if my elbows like to take what I say is an elevator up and down, I feel so much more engagement, especially through the upper back. That was our round 1 of that move. Let's do 1 more. Shoulders away from ears. Here we go. Finding just that press up and back down. So you can even think about like if there was a band around your upper arms that's going to keep your upper arms from going out wide. Now we're going to make a combo of the moves that we just did. So we're going to press out, find a twist, bring it in, and then push up overhead. You're ready? Let's go. Find your press out, twist, pull in, and then press up overhead. Do you remember which hand is taking that twist first? Awesome. Take a break. Let's do that same hand finding the twist first one more time. Shoulders away from ears, belly in, lift your weight, find your press, twist, twist, bring it in, and your overhead press. Woo! Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Also make sure that your core is still engaged, keeping your back good while you're sitting here. Take a break. Let's switch. Opposite hand is going to come to the top first for our little twist, twist. Shoulders away from ears, belly in, lift your weight and begin. Find that press, rotation. And depending on how heavy your weight is, you might be moving slower than I am. You might be moving faster than I am. I encourage you though, take your time. Don't let momentum be the only thing that dictates your pace. Anyone can move really quick and not necessarily engage their muscles. Moving a little, take a break. Moving a little bit slower can really help you to focus in on squeezing and tightening things up. We got our last round right now. You ready? Let's do it. Find your press, simple rotation, pull it in, press up overhead, keeping those elbows in towards each other. We'll really get to practice a little elbows in towards each other on our last round after this. Yay! All right, relax those arms down. Put your weights down for just a second. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, let's turn and twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes down below you. Shoulders away from your ears, chest lifted, rotate through your shoulders, and then look over your right shoulder. Awesome. Inhale, arms back up overhead, back toward the center. And then exhale, find your twist. Opposite side. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Maybe just comes to the inside of the right leg. Shoulders away from ears. Open your shoulders, open your chest, and then look over your shoulder a little bit more. Try to keep that head stacked over the center line so that you're not like rounding and losing out in a lot of the stretch here in the spine twist. One more time. Inhale, arms up overhead, back to the front. Exhale, hands down to your thighs. Quick little cat. And cow. One more time of those nice slow cats and cows. We got one last round to move. Last 4 minutes of work together for today. All right, so still sitting at the edge of your seat because it's so exciting. We're going to go for a 90-degree lat raise. You're going to do your best to keep your hands palms in line with your elbows. So as your arms come up, if you find that your hands are creeping in towards your chest, it probably means that your weights are a little bit too heavy for you. Maybe you go for less weight, maybe you go for no weight and just work towards being here, squeezing your shoulder blades together. My elbows are about in line with my shoulders here. I know you can't quite see it, but I don't have my arms forward and I'm not overly arching my back. My back is still stacked, just like we practiced in that spine twist. So grab whatever weight that you're using for yourself to be smart for your body today. I'm going to keep it a little bit light on this next round while I'm wearing my timer. Let's start with those 90-degree lat raises in 3, 2, here we go. So shoulders away from ears, chest lifted, hands palms stay in line with your elbows, like you're pushing something up with the outside of the elbow and then right back down to the floor. Elbows are still drawing back. Shoulder blades are squeezing in, but as those arms lift up, we're resisting the urge of the rib cage to flare out. You're pulling your rib cage back in. There's a lot happening at once. And also I'm going to switch to a heavier weight. So there's even more happening right now. We got one more round just like that. So back to your 90 degrees with your arms. Exhale, find that press and squeeze. Inhale, bring it back down. Remember, if your hands are making chicken wings, then you're missing out on a little bit of just this side lat raise. If you want to intentionally create a little pull in at the top, I'm not going to stop you. but make it intentional. All right, now we're going to work from that 90-degree raise and just find some rotation. You ready? Let's begin. Now you can either rotate right back down to flat, or you can challenge yourself to rotate a little bit more, a little scarecrow rotation. It's a lot more in the shoulders. So maybe you even just do one scarecrow at a time. I'm giving you options. One full scarecrow at a time, or just like that delightful cat. Carefully exit out, take a break. Same thing. One more time. Shoulders down and back. Let's find that goalpost with our arms, either coming down to just parallel to the floor or going for that scarecrow. Still trying to keep elbows in line with your shoulders, your biceps in line with your shoulders, upper back is squeezed, and your rib cage is not flaring out. You still got all these options. I'm just going to get one more to be even Stevens. Cool. And then we're going to start back at those goalpost arms. Shoulders down and back. Let's lift ourselves up. And from here, we're squeezing our elbows in towards each other and then opening right back out wide. Think about letting your elbows lead the move instead of hands coming to lead the move. We're squeezing elbows in. Woo! Feel that. Big time in the shoulders, traps, upper back. Awesome. Carefully exit your way out. We're going to do that same thing one more time. And if you can't tell, we're working towards a combo here. Last time of that squeeze. So find that lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Oops, my hands are starting to lead towards each other. So elbows are squeezing in towards each other. Remember, you can always put your weights down. And just work to find this little squeeze press of the chest. Woo! I'm just going to carefully relax and release that down. Now let's put it all together. Last 2 rounds. So starting at your 90 degrees, we're going to find our lat raise. You ready? Shoulders down and back. We got our lat raise. We got our rotation, pec squeeze, open, rotate, back down. Great. Hands, palms are still staying in line with your elbows. Oops, I forgot my pec squeeze. There's a lot to remember here. We're just doing our best. I'm only human. Woo! Take that break. 10 seconds of rest and one more time through, and then we're done. Ready? Shoulders down and back, belly in, chest lifted. Here we go. Lat raise, rotator cuff, X. Woo! Reverse your way back out. Nice. Can we get one more full time through? Oh, we did it. Yay! Awesome. Carefully release those weights down to the floor. And then if you're sitting on your couch, then I encourage you to bring your belly to your thighs. Maybe let your head relax and droop down towards the floor. So we're making like a tabletop of our chest on our thighs for a little separation of the shoulders right here. Awesome. Lift yourself up. Let's open our legs a little bit wider. Bring your hands to your thighs and just drop one shoulder forward. Nice big stretch from that shoulder. Even draw it towards the screen in front of you. A little bit more stretch through the side of the body. And then opposite side. Woo! Notice that there's still a lot of rounding in your back and chest. And can you pull your chest forward through? Even here. And then just a little switch side to side. Get the stretch. That's good for you. Awesome. Once more with your little cat-cow. Find your stacked spine. Head on top of heart, on top of hips. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Find that squeeze of your shoulder blades towards each other. Big proud lift of your chest. Inhale, arms come up nice and high. Exhale, right hand comes down by your side. Find a big stretch over with your left hand fingers to the right side. Inhale, back up to center. Left arm comes down by your side. Find a big reach of your right hand over to the left. One more time. Inhale those arms up. Press your hands, palms to the opposite walls. Fingers flex towards your face. One more big squeeze of your shoulder blades. One more Trying to engage your belly, and then exhale, simply relax your hands in your lap. Maybe palms facing up to receive the energy in the room. Maybe palms facing down for a little bit more grounding. Take one more long, slow, deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Fantastic. That's all the time that we have together for today. Look forward to seeing you as we roll around on the floor later this week. Till then, I hope that you will still come and join us on campus for our open house free classes through the rest of the year. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Haboli, haboli, haboli.